Should we start off with the disclaimers? I think we should. I just need to disclaim that I've been wearing this hat all day, and although it's cute, okay, my head is itchy and ready to breathe. I'm sure you can relate in some ways or another. Who is this cavalry right behind me? Just pulling on in. Well, hello. Goodbye. Yeah, so my head just needs some space. Don't comment on the hat hair. I am aware of the hat hair. Listen, I'm also aware of the game that we play every time I make a video. The game where I clean my car. I'm just trying to think of a good transition, a good segue into that. We have a lot to do today, okay? Let me just get my thoughts straight really quick, and then we can clean my car, okay? It's a Thursday, which means I get to go to yoga tonight. So I'm gonna write that on here. And I also get to, well, clean my car. And then I'm treating myself a little bit, so maybe thrift shopping we can write. Obviously, okay, filming. What else? Oh, my music isn't working, so I have to get one of those little things. Okay, that's it. I don't need any more than that, because otherwise I will get overwhelmed, and it won't be fun for anybody. First of all, we need to clean my car. I'll save you the trip, okay, and... Okay, fine, I'll give you a time lapse. Now that that's out of the way and I feel metaphorically like just cleansed, I can now speak to you about this video. Basically, there are a lot of things about living in my car that people don't understand, assume, etc. I just wanted to talk about that because, well, I think it's important. I would like to. I should. I also had a lot of coffee this morning, so my brain is not working properly. I think I need to do another coffee detox if I'm telling the truth. Also, I do need to disclaim another thing. I don't know if you can tell in these videos, but my face, it hurts when I wear masks. It gives me acne, and then my face gets inflamed. I get really upset about it. It's not a good time. So lately I've been slathering my face with tea tree oil and face wipes so that I can make sure that there is absolutely no bacteria to infest my pores. So it's making it really dry. It's working because there's barely any real acne, but like you can see the redness. It's also very itchy. Please excuse that. I want boots. I need to find a good pair of black chunky boots, preferably not leather because I am vegan. That is why we are currently at the first thrift store of who knows how many. I don't know what the rest of the day holds. We might go to a few more, we might not. Because it is kind of socially awkward for me to be vlogging in public, I'm gonna pretend I'm on FaceTime with a friend. Nobody will know that I'm vlogging. Essentially, I am on a FaceTime with a friend. But the friend is you. This is so sneaky. I really feel like, yeah, almost essentially like a spy. You know how they go into a place and they pretend that they're like on the phone and they're really just, you know, observing and trying to catch the bad guys? Well, basically, I'm a spy. This is my cover-up. I don't think this is really a very good idea. You're not gonna be able to see my mouth moving. I just realized that. Maybe I should rethink that. Give me 2 seconds. I figured it out. I'm gonna try. We're gonna just go in and see how it goes. Let's go into the thrift store first and then test it out and see how, you know what I mean? So, except I'm gonna be holding you like this. That way they're gonna think I'm on FaceTime. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, I refuse to film in public in a store where there are humans my age literally 2 feet away from me. I refuse. Okay, here's the new plan, because I just need, like, In my videos, if I can't kind of scream at you, it's not the same. Like, I need to express my emotions, and I can't do that when I'm trying to whisper under a mask amongst so many of peers at a thrift store. Oh my gosh, no. I'm just gonna talk to you from this angle for a second. I asked on Instagram what your assumptions were about living in a car in general. So, like, assume things about living in a car. Assumption number one. We did not make eye contact, and that is a good thing. I seriously do not feel in the mood to talk in depth about things right now. So if everything in this video fails, it's fine. First question, assumption. Okay. Carlife includes eating salads with olives and peanut... Why did I literally swallowed the word olives. With olives and... Let me rephrase that. Carlife includes eating salads with olives and peanut coconut sauce. I'm actually honored that you paid attention to that little tidbit of information. I do eat salads with olives and peanut coconut sauce. However, today I'm eating a salad. Do you want to see? Ready? Ready? Okay, I'm going to explain to you why I eat this in a second, but it is a salad. Typically I get the bigger containers of lettuce, but since it's becoming, I don't know why, the temperature is getting warmer, it's not as easy to keep it fresh for as long. So I got this tiny one today, a 50-50 blend of baby spinach and spring mix. These greens are like very important, you guys. And then I talk about this in a lot of my videos, so please subscribe so that you can watch the same content over and over again. That's not what I meant. This is the grain and lentil blend that I buy so many of. They're great because they're so easy to make. Slice open the plastic and put it in the microwave for 90 seconds and then it's done. Pour it on the salad and it kind of wilts the greens, which is nice. Oh, I forgot to mention, no, I don't have a microwave in my car, but I do work and I have a microwave in the break room, so I just warm it up before I leave for the day. Put it on the salad and it really tastes good for like a few days after that. I put any toppings. Usually it is sunflower seeds because they're the cheapest and they taste real good. Okay. Recently, I just decided to get almond almond shavings, shredded almonds, no, shaved almonds. What are these called? Sliced almonds. Listen to me, you guys. I have used this sauce for years. I am still addicted to it. Who can say that about any of the sauces that I ever use? Listen, peanut coconut sauce. It is a game changer. It is $3 at Whole Foods. I'm not lying. I'm pretty sure it's maybe $3.99. Oh, also, I've been listening to this podcast called Plant Proof, and it is so good because it teaches you the science behind things that have to do with plant-based eating, essentially. The first episode talked about gut health, and the guy, long story short, is a doctor. He said that broccoli sprouts are extremely good for your gut health. Well, if your gut health is directly related to the health of everything else in your body, especially your skin, I'm gonna freaking do that. So I got broccoli sprouts, and ever since I took a bite of these, literally the first bite, I don't know if it's because I've been like suffocating it and wiping off every ounce of oil that appears on my skin, but this is such a long explanation for this assumption, but it's fine. I'm in my car, so I can express my emotions guilt-free, and that's how it's gonna be. Okay. And the reason I do it that way is because all the toppings, I've never gotten these before, but I'm halfway done with them after 2 days. This would last 4 days, 5 days. In the summer, that might be a problem. But right now, it's on average 40, maybe 50 degrees during the day, and then at night, even colder. So my mushrooms, however, did start to not smell the best. So I threw away half a container of those, but those are also good for your gut health. I was on a previous salad that I had this week. Pear. These are delectable. Next assumption. I do have to check because I don't have it off the top of my head. So give me a second. Claustrophobia and trying to always keep it minimal and clean. Girl, the answer to that is yes, if we're phrasing it in the form of a question. I don't typically get claustrophobic, but I do get annoyed when I'm cleaning my car and I bend over. I'll give you a demonstration. I'm cleaning my car. I always have to lean over this seat to get to what's on the ground and what's in my clothing, you know. I sit up like this. I sit up and I bend over the seat and my hair gets all staticky. And that is very frustrating when all you are trying to do is like be a decent human. Like I am trying to do what's best for society. And I am rewarded with static in my hair. And that does not feel like a fair transaction. The small space is kind of annoying. However, I don't spend a lot of time in my car. I spend a decent amount, you know, right before bed and when I'm eating. Other than that, I do not, because I am constantly at the gym, climbing or doing yoga or working or being outside or running errands. So it's not a huge deal unless I am inside of my car trying to clean it or find something, because I do lose things very often, not only because I am living in such a tight space, but because I was born that way. It's just a part of who I am. Although I will say that keeping my car clean is probably the most frustrating part of living in my car. Because I'm sure you have all picked up on the fact that that is true, considering I literally put a time lapse of me cleaning my car in every single video, which, by the way, I make once a week. So at minimum, I clean my entire car once a week. Second assumption, cramped, inconvenient in some ways, and stressful to find a place to park and sleep. The cramped thing, that's been dealt with. We've talked about it. Inconvenient in some ways. I would have to say, if I had to give an overall general answer to this, I would say no. I think it is extremely convenient to live in your car. Everything is with you at all times. You don't have to worry about packing when you go somewhere on a trip or whatever. You don't have to worry about bringing your gym clothes with you to work. You don't have to worry about if you're gonna have enough motivation to go to the gym after work, because you live at the gym. On top of that, everything is always with you. Like even when you go to work, your entire kitchen is with you, so it's easier to save money on food that way, because you can just go out to your car and eat what's in there. However, I will say that not having a fridge is pretty inconvenient, although my work has a fridge, so if I need to, I can use that. But I do understand what you mean, because there are parts of it that are inconvenient, such as I do have to clean up every single day my car. The kitchen thing, I don't have a full-fledged kitchen, so making food is very limited to what I can easily prepare. Also, bathroom access can sometimes be really inconvenient, because we'll admit, sometimes the only option is to be in the parking lot. Forget I said that. I'm gonna be honest, that's sometimes the only option. Like in the middle of the night, okay? Which I rarely have to use the restroom in the middle of the night. Even more rarely to do number 2. And I haven't had to do number 2 at night the entire time I've been living in my car. Like, I'm just not that type of person. Like, usually I will do that in the morning. So what's inconvenient about that is that I will sometimes really have to in the morning before I have like all my gym stuff packed up. So I have to quickly pack up all my gym stuff, make sure I have my breakfast, make sure I have, you know, everything with me, and then go into the gym and then relieve myself. So that sometimes is inconvenient. This is like the only reason why that's inconvenient. Stressful to find places to park and sleep. This one, I think, depends on how you're living in your car. Me personally, I don't travel every day. So I'm in a consistent flow schedule. So I have my solid places to sleep at the gym or at a friend's house. I never am worried about where I'm going to sleep. However, if I'm traveling, it's in the middle of nature. Sometimes that can be sketchy because you don't know who lives around there. You don't know if there are creepies. Best bet is either like a Walmart or a hotel, sometimes even a gas station. I would not suggest parking garages because they are surveillanced. Not a fun time when you get woken up by police, something I know from experience. Or 24-hour gyms, literally anything 24 hours. Next assumption, it's always cold or hot. I mean, it definitely depends on the weather. Spring and fall are the way to go if you are just deciding on doing it for a this season. Summer and winter are doable. Summer, I would prefer. I just really despise the cold. Remember when I used to my fingers used to turn blue. One of my coworkers complimented me on my fingernail polish. Unbeknownst to her, I did not have fingernail polish on. It was just my Raynaud's syndrome. Yeah, I can handle the cold a little bit more, but I still just don't like being in here with bulky clothes, hats on all the time, 1,000 blankets. I mean, this isn't that bad. And this summer, I will not have this giant blanket. I will have one of the ones, you know, the ones I mean from the gas station that looks like, I'm just gonna have that in here, and it's gonna look so much better and less thick, more spacious. It's gonna be nice. I won't have to have as thick of clothes, which means I will have more space in my clothes drawers for t-shirts and tank tops and shorts instead of all jeans and all sweaters. So that's gonna be nice, and it will be more comfortable for me because I like being sweaty and spicy. Next thought is on that one is the only thing that I enjoy about winter is the food situation. Food never goes bad. I realized after a couple days of using the cooler that I literally didn't need it. When I get in my car, unless it's like in the middle of the night, it's not even that cold. Like if I'm in the sun, I actually haven't lived in my car in the summer yet, but I've lived in a van with no AC. So same concept. I do eat much more fruit in the summer. I mean, fruit is kind of the only thing that doesn't go bad. Like leafy greens will wilt a lot quicker than an apple will wilt. They don't wilt, they shrivel or something. And like peanut butter, apples and peanut butter, nuts, trail mix. I am a rabbit. Yes. And like I said, I'm not in my car constantly, so the temperature doesn't necessarily affect me too much, but I do remember waking up sweating in my van when it was the summertime because I have the window covers up. So all the heat gets trapped in the van, which is nice in the winter, but in the summer, it's a little... Honestly, it's nice because it's almost like a sauna effect where I sweat and kind of feel detoxed afterwards, which I'm not opposed to. Some people may be. I live in my car, so I mean, like, obviously you can tell that I have a few screws loose. In my last video, my oil pan is leaking. I kind of hyper exaggerated the fact that I was looking for a van because I'm not necessarily like on the hunt for a van. I'm just like, it's in the back of my mind. You kind of commented on my intelligence there, saying like that I didn't need to be looking for a van, which I mean, no, I don't. But what if I want to, you know? Like that could be the next step. I mean, it will be the next step, but that could be the next step very soon. Just let me do what I want. Thank you. We're gonna check my oil now. People are kind. I have to pee. Thanks. Thanks for being here. You're a good friend. You're my best friend, in fact. Yeah, I'll see you soon.